While you're watching Yuji and Denji duke it out against horrifying monsters that defy comprehension in large-scale, fast-paced, heated action sequences delivered to you in that crisp, oh so crisp mappa style, have you ever stopped and wondered, I wonder what this would be like if I took all my favorite heroes and villains and abandoned them on an island together in a giant no-holds-barred battle to the death, but also with ninjas?
Orochimaru!
No, well, that's fine, because Hell's Paradise is exactly that. The final piece in a trio dubbed the Dark Trio, this series completes Mappa's domination over this unholy trinity and is a manga that quickly and surprisingly begins with the main character Gabimaru's journey down death row. Gabimaru is a monstrously powerful and dangerous shinobi of the village hidden in the rocks. A village not unlike Naruto's Hidden Leaf Village, except for the fact that every training exercise is on par with the Chunin exam's Forest of Death, and that the village is made up entirely of killers for hire. A village that from a young age teaches children how to maim, murder, and kill their victims in any number of disturbing and violent ways. Gabimaru the Hallow, as he's known, is a creature without feeling or emotion. A twisted killing machine raised in a body trained to snap swords in two and survive incineration. It's this character who, despite resisting capture, asks for death at every turn. Life, it seems, has no point. And yet, he can't die.
Consider your wish granted.
But that wouldn't be the real story.
Why do you dodge? When staying put would grant you death.
I really could have died. Do I not want to die?
Through my work, I've witnessed the final moments of all manner of people. When they are on the brink of death, I perceive what lies in their hearts. The blade reflects one's true nature. Some may bluff and keep a brave face to the bitter end. Some turn desperate and cling to life, while others deceive themselves into accepting death. Gabimaru the Hollow. No doubt there's a great emptiness within you. It's no wonder given the life you've led. And yet, you've been lying. You do have an attachment to life. Yes, you love your wife.
You're not really hollow after all.
Shut up! I have no attachments! What do you know anyway about the world I live in? I am Gabimaru the Hollow! I tried to live a normal life, but I had no chance! I can't have any of that!
You can! This is the official pardon issued by the shogunate. A document that forgives any and all past crimes, and promises the bearer patronage and protection from the shogun himself. You must first travel to the other side.
And that's how this story begins. Gabimaru is a complicated character, a person who actively battles against the forces of nature versus nurture. He is in all respects a good person, raised to be a monster, struggling to recognize his own humanity despite his impulses to do so. His emotional and physical scars run deep, as does his reputation. This reputation as a ruthless villain is in fact why Sagiri appears with the writ of pardon and why these two cross paths in the first place. For you see, there is a rumor that across the seas to the south lies an elixir that grants everlasting life. As you may have put together, this island that holds the elixir is no ordinary island. Since the shogun's launching of expeditions dating back years ago, only the distorted, smiling corpses of killed emissaries have returned, resulting in this piece of body horror that is at the same time both repulsive and hypnotizing, as the flowers and branches that twist and grow from the victim's body are painted with such painstaking detail that it leaves you wanting to carefully explore the image while at the same time itching to turn away. This panel summarizes the kind of manga that Hell's Paradise is. It's a brutal and harrowing tale of survival, each page as beautiful as it is striking, with depictions of this mysterious land at times deeply disturbing and overwhelmingly haunting. For those of you familiar with Buddhist, Shinto, or Tao imagery, you'll recognize that certain qualities of this place are eerily familiar. But while each image is evocative of varying religious origin, they are deeply warped and combined either in their immediate depiction or by the creature touting its symbolism. This land, Nirvana, Hell's Paradise, Heaven, the Promised Land, is a place of contradictions and home to the unknowable workings of a greater power. Those that come here are convicts from across Japan, sent to Nirvana with their executioners in tow, with the goal of being pardoned from their crimes on the mainland. Get the elixir, earn your freedom. Fail to do so, and die. But like most things, it's never that straightforward. Each criminal is paired with an asaemon, like Sagiri, a noble class of ronin that specialize in the beheading of criminals. Masters of the blade, they are instructed to be impartial observers and to carry out swift justice should their charge attempt to run or fail in their quest. Sagiri then is planned with Gabimaru, and like Gabimaru has her own tumultuous storm raging inside of her. Far from the cool and calculated character we saw challenge Gabimaru earlier, the Sagiri we find on the island, while formidable, seems meek and in constant need of saving from her fellow asaemons and Gabimaru alike. Gabimaru and Sagiri are in a sense like mirrors of one another. They each have a default image of who they are and what their purpose is, both raised in a society of strict rules and commandments that are at odds with their true nature. Gabimaru, known as the ruthless killer, carries the burden of those he kills on his back, hoping to leave it all behind for a life of peace with his wife. Sagiri, a woman in a male-dominated class of samurai, shunned for taking up the blade by her own family and father, who see her role as that being distinctly female, to breed the next line of the clan. This being at odds with who she is, a compassionate warrior capable of great skill and great empathy, two things at stark odds in the world of samurai. This island then, a place of gods that are not gods, plants that are not plants, divinity that is not divine, might just be the perfect place for a criminal who is not cold-blooded and a warrior who is not steel-hearted. These two, in coming to terms with who they are, butt heads in sometimes violent and comedic ways, but fundamentally understand the challenges the other is facing. Gabimaru able to see the strength inside Sagiri, and Sagiri able to see past the hardness of Gabimaru's shell. This relationship forms the emotional core of the series as the two, through an initially tenuous relationship, begin to learn that the walls they put up and the masks that they wear only get them so far. And when the facade breaks and the pair learn to trust each other, can they truly do the impossible? Culminating in a battle with the formidable giant of Bizen, Rokurota. Rokurota is an incredible hulking behemoth of a man, a criminal like the others on this island, but one that possesses superhuman strength and durability that outclasses even Gabimaru. He operates with a single desire, that being to fill his insatiable appetite with whatever or whoever crosses his path. This is the first of many where Gabimaru and Sagiri come together to overcome their foe, unable to accomplish such a feat alone. Gabimaru bobs and weaves, deflecting the man's blows, drawing attention at every possible moment, while Sagiri counters by dashing behind to slash at his joints and weak points, desperately trying to slow the man's movements. The blows reverberate off the man, leaving no discernible mark when...
Gabimaru!
I was wary of that unreal strength, but still, if that's all it is,
I can endure it!
Gabimaru!
it's worse than I imagined.
Gotta get back up, damn it! This isn't fatal, but get up quick!
Keep calm. Approach with presence of mind. Suppress all emotion. Be rational, the middle way. That's how you aim to live. Accepting them both, emotion and reason. Drawing strength from emotion without losing sight of logic. Neither tranquility or intensity. The space between. When all doubt leaves her blade, her swordplay is unparalleled.
Will I pass out? Or will this one's head roll first?
Ah! Make the cut now! My muscles can't match this for long!
I've put you through so much, and frightened you, I'm sure. Because I've much yet to learn. I'm sorry. It's okay though. Nobody resents you anymore. No, not as you are now. Now departed soul, may you rest in peace, forevermore.
This is just the first of many chapter-spanning battles that this series specializes in, that all share a frenetic, chaotic fervor that truly depicts each character's desperate attempts at survival, of which no one is guaranteed. The sketchy and sometimes wild bursts of lines emanating from each panel not only communicate the speed at which these battles take place, but also the care in which the mangaka takes to communicate each fight's direction, beat to beat. Always chaotic, always thrilling, but you never find yourself being lost in the carnage or mayhem, of which there is plenty, and which the series is heavily known for. But the real draw of this story is not the combat or the sleek character designs, but instead the world of Hell's Paradise itself, and the mystery of what this place is and how this island came to be. While the story of Gabimaru and Sagiri are without a doubt powerful focal points in carrying this series' narrative, along with a cast of colorful, memorable characters, the question of what lies beyond the island shores, tucked away in a sea of forest and fog, forgotten by time and human memory, could truly be.